Welcome. It is a sport-filled week. How you doing? Yes, this is midweek Wednesday, the best time and the best day to talk about sport. This is Glass FM and you're welcome to Sports Craze. My name is Rocketina and I'm not alone in the studio.
Rocketina, wait till they give you this morale. when you listen to Rocketina or Gospel News, you say, "Oh, we welcome to Gospel News," but now you know it's a Sports Quiz. Say voice they loud. Anyways, guys, my name is Kate, the E to the LNY, Kelly the Psalmist. How you all doing today? Welcome to Sports Quiz. As you all know that this show now where we craze on a normal basis. And today, Rocketina, what are we talking about on Sport Craze?
Well, we have a lot to talk about when it comes to sport. Yeah, I'm very happy because I know the season will soon start. Okay, the season will soon start, and there is something I read about. Talking about comparing Chelsea and Arsenal, they said that Chelsea gave Arsenal Peter Cech and then he helped them to Europa Cup final.
I don't think anybody should be mocking Chelsea. Nobody should be mocking Chelsea. People should leave Chelsea alone. I'm not a Chelsea fan, but I think the Adawa don't do. Men are leave Chelsea alone.
In fact, from today, I'm saying it openly. I'm not a Chelsea fan. Yes, I'm now a Chelsea fan. I'm now a Chelsea fan.
Mauricio Pochettino is now their coach.
Yes, of course. And then they offload a lot of players. Well, but that's on a lighter note. I just want to tell you why I'm happy. Yes, I'm happy because I'm now a Chelsea player. Yes, full-blooded Chelsea player. And of course, today we have a lot in stock for you, just for your own listening pleasure. Yes, and we want to bring it to you to know what is happening in the world of sport. Yes, we'll be talking about the Saudi Pro League. We'll be talking about the latest FIFA ranking, and of course, some other things. When we're talking about
I had to call the last one some other things because that is where we're going to vibrate on this show.
Honestly,
that's why we're going to remove tie-gele. Hey, the matter serious, it's tight.
Well, I just want to get my bandana to tie it so that my head won't be broken. Yes, on Glass FM, this is Sports Craze. But before we go forward, yes, let's take this breather. And when we come back, we'll go straight into the business of the day. Don't you forget, this is Sports Craze and it is Glass FM. Together with Kelly the Psalmist, I am your boy Rocketina. I will be right back. Don't go nowhere.
BRB.
With over 30 countries listening to us all over the world, we still continue to raise the bar when it comes to entertainment.
With riffs and runs, especially when it's worship. Do you understand? You can't just start
with a crown, with dignity.
Ibombe!
Sports.
Throw it out this time. The defense is looking very vulnerable here. They just can't cope. It's a searching ball.
Current affairs.
How has the project affected the price change for transportation so far?
It changed many things, many things. People are trekking, suffering, going up and down.
And lots more.
Glass FM, your number one radio station.
Of course, welcome back from that breather, and we'll go straight into the business of the day. Yes, this is Wednesday, and the best way to talk about is Saudi Pro League. Yes, I'm happy with Saudi because when China first came, they came with the vibe, signing Oscar, signing Odion Igalo, signing a lot of players, back to China. Of course. And then to take them there in order to improve their leagues. But at the end of the day, I don't think if I watch any of their matches on TV, well, no disrespect to China. Putting up those monies, getting those big names. And at the end of the day, nobody's watching you. And then even in the Club World Cup, at least you should show something that, yes, we have these players, and then we are in the Club World Cup, at least to challenge some of the biggest clubs in Europe. But yes, we didn't see anything like that. But should we say that coming to Saudi Pro League, are we going to say that in the next years to come, we'll begin to see all these Club World Cups, coming in from those Saudi leagues?
Looking at the Saudi Pro League, we can't deny the fact that the Saudi Pro League has been growing. In fact, it's growing. Looking at the past 2 years, or let's say the past few months, the Saudi Pro League has grown. It's drastically growing, and we can't say that the Saudi Pro League doesn't have a future. It definitely has a
It
future.
has.
It definitely has a future. Looking at the cabal of players, the class of players moving into Saudi Arabia, my goodness. You can't downplay the progress of the Saudi Pro League right now.
You know, one thing I admire with Saudi is that they have the money and then they're spending it. They're spending it in order to get those quality players. Okay, don't be surprised to say that in this coming season, you find out that a lot of people will love to turn their attention into Saudi Pro League in order to know that, okay, those players that they pump in money in order to sign are doing them good. Okay, imagine now to say a lot of players are making them. Before you know, Saudi will come for them. Players that they have 3 to 4 years contract with their club, Saudi are coming for them. Yes, coupled with the fact that some other players went there on a free transfer, but everybody is out there for the money. Everybody is out there for the money.
Can I say this? Any player that is still shining and is still making waves, I don't think you should go. In fact, especially if you're a young player, I don't think Saudi Arabia should be the right choice for you.
So you're trying to say that it's for people who are retiring like Cristiano Ronaldo?
Let's call a spade a spade. Let's call a spade a spade. The Saudi Pro League is a retirement league. As that's the way I see it.
Well, that's how I picture China.
Kylian Mbappe, will you tell me now that Kylian Mbappe, now that they're saying he tried to make moves out of Paris Saint-Germain due to the fact that he doesn't want to renew his contract? I try to tell him that you love a player like Kylian Mbappe to go to Saudi Arabia. Let's call a spade a spade.
Well, if he's playing for the money, I'll advise him to go there. Because if you check players like Oscar actually needed the money, and Oscar went for the money, right? But if Mbappe actually wants to play for the money and not, sometimes it is good to have, all the cameras on you. Yeah. It is good to kind of, have the fans all over you and the rest of the team, but you are not making as much as you should make when it comes to football. But when you're talking about money, because I know a lot of players are playing for money, if not, I am very, very sure that a lot of players would love to play for the club they love, even to retirement. But I know they're playing for the money.
I think a colleague of ours was saying money killed football.
Of course.
We can't compare. This is why I get so annoyed when people want to compare the days of Maradona to this time. Are you kidding me? It's not possible. It's not possible. Those people were playing then with the passion. The money in football then was not. Is not. You can't compare the money in football now and then. They are two different eras. So please don't even try it. Those guys were playing with their passion. You could see the kind of jerseys they were wearing, baggy jerseys.
And still they're still making us proud.
For the love of football. And that's what I was telling somebody that after Ronaldo and Messi, I don't think we'll see any players who have the same dedication and passion. So people say, someone said that Haaland is going to, are you kidding me? Haaland?
Wait, no. I often say this. In this coming season now, that's where we are going to know if Haaland is really a footballer or is just there for the passion. Somebody was tagging him as Oga Albino. The way he pack his hair, the color of the hair and the rest of the thing like that. So, in this coming season, Haaland should be able to prove himself that yes, he's worthy of it. Because I noticed something with UEFA. Yes, I noticed something with them is that if you just maybe if you are in your peak or maybe you just at your peak, and then if you are just playing and they notice that yes, this guy have the vibe, he have the fire, before you know it, people will start oh, this guy need to go for or maybe this guy need to be awarded the Ballon d'Or and the rest of the thing. At least I'm with the advice.
I'm coming down this Ballon d'Or. It's not every time everybody will see Ballon d'Or.
Of course, I'm from this school of thought that in the first year, don't just read the player like that. Allow the player to play for 2-3 years.
Yes, let him grow between seasons. Let him after 2 seasons, after 3 seasons, then we will know that if this player is actually a solid player
or not. And that is why most at times, I get to look at Benzema. Yes. He actually deserves it. Yes. Benzema played for many years. Yes. Coming into
Ronaldo,
of course,
the likes of Marcelo, Sergio Ramos.
Of course, and then coming into the pitch now, you see if it is a goal, you start looking. This must be Benzema. Also, and then coming in again, he deserves every award. Yes.
I don't know. That's why I love the Sport CRAZE show, because once we're talking about something, we divert into several things. Now, looking at the FIFA rankings, let's come back. Rokatina, it's really highly disappointing that with the FIFA rankings, I don't know. Maybe Locatina is going to call out the FIFA rankings for you because I don't know how long we'll be at this level. I don't know how long.
Well, this is the top 10. Yes, the top 10 in Africa. Number 1, imagine we have Morocco as the number 1 in Africa.
Definitely they deserved it. They reached the semi-final of the World Cup. So they well deserved. And 13th in the world.
In the world, yes. Then we have Senegal, who is number 2 in Africa and 18th in the world. Yes, Senegal at some point they deserve it. Yes, they deserve it. Of course. And then the most surprising one is Tunisia, who happened to be 3rd in Africa and 31st in the world, 31 in the world. Then followed by Algeria.
Yeah. Algeria went down. They were up there before, but all along the line.
And a club like Egypt, at the number 5 spot. A club like Egypt, and then 34 in the world. Then, occupying the number 6 spot, we have our own Nigeria. Nigeria is occupying the number 6 in Africa, and we call ourselves the giants of Africa.
Rokatina, just call the all of them.
Well, number 6 is Nigeria and 39 in the world. Number 7 is Cameroon, who is 7 in Africa and 43rd in the world. And Mali is 8th in Africa and 50th in the world. Ivory Coast is 9th in Africa and 51 in the world. And, the 10 is Burkina. I'm very, very surprised to see Burkina Faso make this list. Burkina Faso, number 10 in Africa and 55 in the world.
Fam, you know what's going to happen? We're going to tell you our observations about these rankings. After this breather, we'll be right back. Don't you go nowhere. We are about to turn the studio upside down.
Mama Joy, you see they do like this. You no go change business pattern. Abi you never hear of Glass FM?
Papa Timo, which kind talk be this one? Wetin that one come in safe? And which one be Glass FM?
Glass FM na better online radio station where they help business women like you, business people entirely sell better market. All you need to do now to wire their green on.
Abeg, wait make I carry my phone.
+234 90 311 01001, or you fit call +234 812 8803452. Once you wire this number where I mention you fit make 1 billion like that woman where they sell kulikuli.
Oh yeah, make I wire their green now.
Hello, who is on the line?
Glass FM, I mean
Glass FM, making a difference.
Yes, as you heard, I said we are about to turn the studio upside down. Rokatina, Nigeria 6th in Africa and 39 in the world. Do you know what I think? I think Nigeria is supposed to be down. It's supposed to be the 20th. Let's go. Did you see the scrappy match they played against Sierra Leone? What were they? Sierra Leone equalized. Some people that were already in charge of that match from 2-0 to 2-2. What are you telling me?
Do you know that even when we were watching that match, when Nigeria scored, I was telling my friends, I said, this goal is going to be ruled offside. The guys were like, what would you say such a thing? Don't you want us to play at the forthcoming AFCON? I said, this is useless. Nigeria, I often say this, Nigeria is just playing based on, should I say referral or something? Yes. Somebody will just refer you to something and then you just hug it and say, yes, this is how it's supposed to be. Well, whenever you're talking about Nigeria, when it comes to sport, politics, or anything, you must get angry, whether you don't even want to get angry, but at the end of you must get angry in one way or the other.
Katina, but do you know what is vexing in all this? Is that Nigeria is not even prepared for the AFCON at all. Looking at the AFCON qualifiers. And do you know what pained me the most? Is that we had the guts, the audacity to renew the contract of John Pesiro, a coach that has not given us results. We renewed a coach that has not yet understood the players, how to place the players at the right positions there. Yes, we know that Alex Iwobi is playing at his position. He has been able to handle the midfield, and he has done that perfectly well. But he has not been able to use the likes of Osimhen to their very potentials. We see Osimhen in Napoli, and when we come to Nigeria, we don't even understand
we say different person. We say different person.
Somebody spoke about them now, but then we had Gededro. They said Gededro was not giving us the pattern, but Gededro is even better.
Of course.
He was even better. He even got third in AFCON.
And do you know the most surprising thing? When Nigeria is able to pull through on this. See how people were celebrating as if Nigeria won the World Cup.
We now got another coach after him. The coach made us to crash out at the elimination round or so. The elimination round, we've won this thing 3 times. We are supposed to be talking about
the
5 trophies or 6 trophies by now, but we've been wasting. In fact, there's no time we didn't even qualify for the AFCON. I don't know. We should. My problem is that sometimes we praise these people, so when we praise them, they feel that they are on top of the world. They feel what they are doing is not correct. We are 6th. We shouldn't be celebrating. Look at Morocco and Senegal. If Nigeria should beat Morocco and Senegal the way they are now, they will flog us, Rokatina. They will wipe us, Rokatina. I watched the qualifiers, I told you. I was looking at the qualifiers. I saw the game between Mali. I said, is this the Malian team? Do you see the way Mali was playing?
I don't just know what is wrong with Nigeria. I don't know. Because, okay, imagine now to say, if you go to Napoli now, Napoli will tell you that they don't have any number 9 aside Victor Osimhen. But if you come to Nigeria, the first thing they will tell you, I was even surprised to read an article to say that we have that any player who is playing outside the country shouldn't be given an opportunity to play in the Super Eagles. For God's sake, to say you are going into the Nigerian Premier League to go get players in order to put them through, in order to make. I was so surprised. Very surprised.
Time is running out and we have to wrap up. Some teams were promoted to the MPFL. We wanted to take a particular thing, but we're going to leave it up to next week. Some teams promoted to the MPFL. We had the likes of Heartland. Heartland won the NNL, the National League, which I tell people is the hardest league. The most difficult league is the NNL. It's just like the second division of the English league. It's a very difficult place to be in. And we had the likes of Heartland and some teams qualifying to the MPFL. We'll give you a list of those teams that qualified to the MPFL on the next edition of this show. Don't you go nowhere. It's still Glassfam, and do well to tune in to the overview being tomorrow at 6 p.m. As for me and Rokatina is
bye-bye. And don't forget to leave us a comment
on this show. Yes, good night.